Dang, man. Salakia, y'all, man. Try number 2, man. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird too, because the same thing, well, not the same exact thing, but a similar situation happened with the elders live today. It was I perceived that it was malfunctioning. So, you know, it's weird for the same thing to kind of happen to me, man. Hey, and I'm not even going live, just the camera. It's weird. Like with this phone, I have to factory reset it so it doesn't run out of data every so often, probably like every week. And today I forgot to do that, so I had to hurry up and do that while I was out here. And then I started going, and it cut off. I don't know why that would have happened, but you know, it's a fight, man. It's a fight, and it's all about integrity and taking accountability. You know, are you gonna get the job done no matter what or not, man? So without further ado, man, as always, I would love to give all praise, honor, and glory into my power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Hey, and I would love to give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who rule well and teach well and sound doctrine. You know, it's your brother Tamai. I'm live. I'm out here in Fairfield, California, man. I'm blessed and privileged and honored enough to be out here in Fairfield, California, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So, you know, get my work week started and bring out this word, man. Today's date is Monday, January 24th, and I'm motivated, man, you know, and I'm hungry, man, you know, as likewise as you know, a lot of us sincere, diligent brothers and sisters in this truth, man. So, you know, what I just been meditating on is like how close we actually are, man. Like, we're not at the point where they can push little buttons and create little mandates that won't have huge effects, that won't have economy crippling or chaos causing effects, man. We're here, man. We are officially, you know, me meditating on these things, we are officially like at the point where these plagues is gonna be sent out, man. Where this famine of the word is gonna have, it's not gonna, bro, the way the Heavenly Father has it set up, man, this place literally cannot go on, man, due to various reasons. He set the foundation for this place he set a foolproof way for this place, because none can escape out of his hands, right? How much more Babylon the Great? He set up so many ways, he's devised so many ways on the left-hand side for this place to go out with a bang, man, and to go out soon. You know? So with that being said, man, with that in mind, I'm going to get into these precepts and pray again that is edifying, exhorting, and comforting to the elect of the nation of Israel on the right-hand side. Because we here, man. We are here. We here, man. This is the book of, well, I would say we're at the end. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, keep ye judgment and do justice, right? For my salvation is near to come. He's saying stay ready, stay blameless. Hold fast to what you have, man. Keep your garments spotless, right? And my righteousness is to, so I'm going to read that up. For my salvation is near to come, right? And my righteousness to be revealed. And we see these things, man. we see that that's why it says, blessed is he that readeth, and blessed is he that watcheth for his master's coming, right? So through filtering these geopolitical, you know, events taking place, right, and things taking place domestically, we will have to be led to believe that these are the times before the highest will begin to visit the earth which he made. You know, let's get into some of these. So the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, right? I'm gonna just keep going. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. This is the Lord doing these things on the left-hand side. He's getting ready to release these judgments to the fullness of their sufficiency on the left-hand side to judge this place and to avenge his elect, right? And to rescue his elect. Continuing on. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and her hurtful works are fulfilled. Right? So what are some more of these signs, man? What are some more of these signs that, or what are these other signs that specifically indicate that we are at the end, man. I'm going to get back to that Esdras, right? I'm going to probably be all in Esdras. This is the book of Second Esdras. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7, right? For nation shall rise against nation, right? And kingdom against kingdom. And not only nation against nation, we're talking about the build-up to World War III. We're talking about the build-up to thermonuclear warfare, man, right? These prophecies are popping off the pages. And when this mark of the beast is instituted, the missiles is going to come, man. We see it. When this mark of the beast is instituted, these missiles are going to come. And it's just so beautiful to see that the calamities of the foundation being set to roll out this mark of the beast, man. To mandate this mark of the beast. It's going to be aggressive. We will not be out here on these highways and hedges while this mark of the beast is mandated, man. Because they're going to smoke you niggas out, you faithless niggas out, and they're going to force your hands. Via these calamities, via these plagues that have been brought upon the earth on the left-hand side by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. I pray that made sense. So yeah, it said, actually, let me show you just the type of warfare that's coming, man. I know it's in Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. We know this, right? And garments rolled in blood. But this, indicating that this is going to be different. Indicating that this is going to be something, just different, essentially, right? Much different. Much worse, right? But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, right? What is this? What event is this indicating? What event is this scripture alluding to, man, through the Spirit? Let me get this. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, right? Because did you not know that the World War 1, 2, and 3 is spoken of in the Bible? The Lord didn't leave no I undotted and no T uncrossed, man. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So this is the prophecies taking place, right? The events taking place throughout the world is the foundation being set for this third woe, for this thermonuclear warfare to be conducted, man. The war to end all wars, right? So yeah, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, right? So we see this. We see this playing out right now, man. We see the little sides, one side against the next, man. Whole time they're all gonna smoke the horde. Whole time they're all gonna along with the UFOs, the chariots of the Lord, make this place holy, make this place uninhabitable and desolate, right? So yeah, you see Russia, and this is prophecy again. You see Russia, Iran, right? You see Magog being stirred up. You see a Magog letting Babylon know that, letting Babylon know, like, that not to go too far, man. Creating that line in the sand. And this is biblical prophecy. Biblical prophecy. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, which is Russia, right? The chief prince of Meshach, right? That name Meshach comes from, comes from Moscow, or Meshach is Moscow, right? And Tubal, that name comes from Tubals, right? And prophesy against, and prophesy against him, right? Concerning what, right? War, evil, pestilence, right? Jeremiah 28, verse 8. Ezekiel 38, verse 3. And say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, right? And I will turn thee back. How did the Lord turn them back, right? He brought them up from when they got demolished, right? And reviving them back from that USSR, right? This is what they're trying to recreate. Not Vladimir Putin. I forgot his name might be Vladimir Putin, but he's openly stated that he wants to get back to he wants to recreate a Soviet Union. This is the Lord doing these things, man. Continuing on. That's crazy, man. Them little ass girls smell like smoke. Well, I don't know. I'm just not used to seeing, I'm used to little bald head ass, little badass kid, not no I wouldn't expect no kids like that to smell like smoke, you know? But anyways, I'm in Cali, whatever. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 3. 38 verse 4. And I will turn thee back, right? So again, how did he turn them back? He revived them from the from that USSR state when they got desolated, right? And again, Vladimir, I want to say President Putin, right, has been on record saying he's trying to recreate the Soviet Union, right? And put hooks into and that's how you know this is all prophecy jumping off the pages, shorty, right? And put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, right? Who was this army? And I will, well, he's referring to them in that sentiment, so to speak, right? Whoever that is, right? And I will bring thee forth, right? Seemed like I felt that one, right? And I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, right? Persia, who's the modern day Persians, right? If you go to Iran, or even in America today, you'll have motherfuckers. They're not gonna say I'm Iranian. They will tell you that they're Persian. These are the Persians, right? Persia, Ethiopia, the Cushites. You know, it is a war going on in Yemen right now, man. Between I want to say, I forgot. I don't know if it's Yemen and Saudi Arabia. I forgot, man. But it is like an ongoing theater between the Cushites right now, right? But that's not really what I'm getting into, right? But yeah. And Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet, and that's spiritual because right now the main point I was going what I was going into is how Iran is currently strongly sided with Russia, right? Or is strongly sided under Russia, man, along with a list of a couple other countries, man. Magog ain't playing with Babylon, man. No, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not playing around with Babylon, right? And put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army. Oh, Salaki. I'm on Ezekiel 38, verse 5. Persia, Iran, Ethiopia, the Cushites, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Tagarmath of the north quarter, and all his bands, and many people with thee, right? Right? So this is biblical prophecy, man. This is biblical prophecy of nations joining with other nations, man. Russia is literally the god dog. I'm gonna go to verse. I'm gonna go to verse 7, right? Be thou prepared and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company, right, that are assembled unto thee. So right now you see clearly is Russia, it's China, the two front runners. It's Russia and China and Iran against the Western worlds, right? This is prophecy, man. It's really going up, man. And thy company, and be thou a guard unto them. This is the Heavenly Father creating these theaters, man, creating these alliances, man, creating these battles, setting the foundation for these things to take place in the at the appointed time, man, right? And what he also has brewing up, because it said that all the nations shall shoot at her and spare no arrows. He also has America's allies even prophesied and setting the foundation for America's allies to shoot at Babylon the Great, man. And this is all biblical, bro. We are so close, man. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns, right, NATO EU, right, which thou sawest upon the beast, the Roman Empire, revitalized Roman Empire, right? These shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate, right? So his own allies, right? And naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Her own allies, and you see this playing out. France has a presidential elect that is openly bidding for them to join the ranks of Russia, right? Ukraine, who just accepted reinforcements and you know things of that nature from America, just spoke against America, talking about they was offended because they evacuated U.S. ambassadors and their U.S. ambassadors' families. I'm not sure if it was U.S. ambassadors, but they evacuated the families of U.S. ambassadors. So these things, so you know, you have things brewing up, man. You have things brewing up. Russia has a very strong hold on Canada, bro, whether people like to believe it or not, man. And I know this from firsthand experience off the stories I've heard, man. Russia is just sitting right there on top of America, man. This is all prophesied of, all prophesied of in these scriptures, man. America's allies is about to turn. Let me get this. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee, right, have deceived thee, right, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him, right? Because whole time the Heavenly Father has set it up to where they would just bow down to the whore for a certain amount of time. But when he lets them, when he sets it up for them to turn on the whore, man, which they've already been wanting to do, it's gonna be sin. It's gonna be sin. You're seeing more and more of U.S. allies losing faith in the power, right? Losing faith in that global might. And you're seeing more and more of her allies and even her enemies and even her allies speaking against her. Why? Why? Let me get this. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 46, verse 17. They did cry there. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise. He had passed the time appointed. He knows, bro. You a has-been. You a shoulda, coulda, woulda. Everybody got nukes. The weapons that you have are readily accessible across all the global powers, man. And they're all against you, and they all have what would we say? All have animosity towards you for how you have just what would we say? How have you just conducted yourself and threw your weight around throughout the four corners of the earth for the last however long, man? This is here, man. This is here. So let me go back to that. Because I said that the Heavenly Father had set it up for them to allow America to do what they was doing. Right? For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, right? The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth whithersoever he will, man. Roughly paraphrasing. And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, and to the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So they just you got it. You got it. But now we're coming into that time where the beast shall hate the whore, man. Right? The beast shall hate the whore, man. Right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 15. This is the book of, I could have been saying anything, but this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 15. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, right? This is how the people you have labored with, who have you taken a crafty counsel with, right? This is how they will treat you, right? Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored. Even thy merchants from thy youth, right? Even your little send-off countries, even your lesser luminaries, right? They shall wander everyone to his quarter, none shall save thee. They're not only are they gonna wander off, they're gonna be on the offensive towards this whore, man. Right? They're gonna be on the offensive towards this whore. So kingdom against kingdom, right? That is here. That foundation is set, man. So I'm gonna go back to Matthew. That's beautiful, man. We got that much out of Matthew, man. And I know, sure, if it was, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. You just gotta read a couple precepts, man. Cause you know me, who am I? So imagine a brother that's actually like that in these scriptures, man. Imagine how much meat he would have got off this bone, man. That's why you just gotta be out here, man, and let the Spirit take over and build yourself up, man. But anyways, back to Matthew, right? Because we just covered the war part. Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines. Oh, let me get started on this famine, bro. Let me get started on this famine, because that is gonna make it not safe here. That is gonna make it not safe here. That's gonna that's gonna usher in all sorts of chaos and death, man. And this is prophesied of in these holy scriptures, man. Again, that's why it says, blessed is he that readeth, man. Just last Saturday, they created a mandate that was, bro, at the rate that the supply chain is at right now, they're saying that this won't even be started to be fixed, right? Won't even be started to be fixed until a year or two from now. Starting January 22nd, they passed a mandate for all truckers entering the country, right, to be fully vaccinated. What do you think that would, and not to mention there's already, at the state it's already at, man, at the state it's already at, the whole lifeline, blood, heart and soul of this economy, these truckers, right? There's 2.5 million truckers projected to quit their jobs, man. Why? Due to these mandates. Why? Due to these restrictions. Why? Due to being overworked and underpaid. It's hard out here, man. These companies is selling these truckers a dream, and once they sign on, it ain't what it was. It ain't that. So it's damn near not even worth it, man. So there's a lot of variables put in, bro. We here, man. There's a lot of foundation set for that famine, man. This is the book of January. I mean, I'm gonna read a little. I'm gonna read a little part of this article that I read a little bit ago. This is the book of, I'm starting to name chapter verse. I'm funny, book chapter verse, but no. Starting January 22nd, travelers entering the United States at land ports of entry, notably along the Canadian and Mexican border, right? And ferry points who are not U.S. citizens must be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Quote, the Department of Homeland Security announced. What do you think that'll cause, man? What do you think that's gonna cause even more of a that's gonna cripple the economy even more, man? When we're already at having a food shortage, we're already at a scarcity. We're already seeing store shelves bare. We're already seeing food insecurity commercials in China and in Germany pertaining to America, man. How far you think this gonna go, man? And the whole time it's orchestrated, man. I was watching this video earlier. I forgot what country it was in. I want to say it was either in Venezuela or in Cuba. It was in let's say like a Latin American country, right? They had orchestrated a famine also on a smaller place, right? In a smaller island, in a place where people are more apt to grow their own food, right? When people are they're way more apt to be independent. They grow their food. They have a whole different diet. They have a whole different palate, right? 12 million people died there in 1 year, man. 12 million people died in 1 year from that orchestrated famine. And you know, these other countries are more peaceful. They don't have guns. They're more about each other, and they're not as selfish. They're not as fucked up as Babylonians, man. So how much more uproar for these Babylonians, man? How worse do you think it'll get from these people that's not gonna be able to last? They said it's 9 meals between man and anarchy, man. So how bad do you think it's gonna get, man, with these heavily armed Babylonians, man, that's already given up on these bullshit orders from their so-called government, man? And they got mouths to feed, not only themselves but mouths to feed, man. And they don't have that. You know, Bill Gates is the largest farm owner in America, right? You know that they've been actually finding, and it's been costing farmers more to sell crops than to destroy crops, right? It's orchestrated, man. How much more in this orchestrated famine, right? Even in let me get this, cause I got something else. It's a little bit from this other article I read. Over the last few weeks, I have heard from the Montana farmers, right, and ranchers who are concerned that these new requirements will make it even more difficult for them to get fertilizer and other supplies. So if you don't have, the land is already defiled under the habitats thereof, man. The soil is already depleted. So how much more when they can't get fertilizer? And they're already getting paid to destroy a certain amount of these crops. They're taking losses actually putting these crops into the supply chain. How much more when this mandate this economy really starts feeling the effects of these mandates, man, right? Montana producers face extraordinarily difficult drought conditions over the past year, which we've been going into that too through the spirit. How the climate change has inhibited the ability for these crops to yield. how this climate change has ushered in all types of calamities and natural disasters through the four corners of the earth. Come on, man. Right? And cannot further, So Montana producers face extraordinarily difficult drought conditions over the past year and cannot afford further disruptions, right? As they work to plant this year's crop. Oh yeah, just like in Florida, they're known for their oranges. If you don't know now, you know they're known for their oranges. They had the smallest orange crop yield. Let me pull that up. I got it in my picks. This is the book So the Florida orange crop in 2022 will be the smallest since World War II. How spiritual is that? How spiritual is that? Why? Because we're in the midst of World War III. Bro, we're gone, man. We are gone. Let me continue on. Right? The administration must work to protect and increase trade and essential travel across the northern border, not put additional roadblocks in the way. So these mandates, bro, which are only becoming tighter and tighter, man. They're just becoming incrementally more and more restrictive, man, because it's an orchestrated famine by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai on the left-hand side via Esau Edom, right? Oh yeah, and not to mention this economy, bro. This economy is bound to collapse, man. An investing legend, I forgot his name. An investing legend, he said he expects the stock to crater 50% and largest wealth destruction in U.S. history. What do you think that's gonna lead to, man? What do you think this is gonna lead to if the economy collapses, man? And these people, bro, you know what happened? What is that? That one day, Black Friday or something. I forgot the one. People was literally killing themselves, man, because their whole life's works was in this stock market. What do you think is gonna befall Babylon the Great in today's time, man? When they've been already beaten down throughout the years. Oh yeah, another article. Let me see this. 9 reasons the judgment. So yeah, 9 reasons the stock market could crash in the next 3 months. And this article was written December 4th, 2021, right? Come on, man. What do you think these economy crippling calamities will lead to, man? Utter famine and utter death from either famine or the chaos. Or just the chaos that going without in the country such as Babylon the Great will ensue. When these people no longer have these first world privileges, man. When these storehouses suddenly appear unsown. Or Salakia, when these sown places appear unsown and these storehouses suddenly appear, when these storehouses are suddenly empty, man. Roughly paraphrasing that 2nd Esdras 6, I want to say, man. What do you think the mindset of the average Babylonian who's already, especially these Edomites, who's already fed the fuck up, is gonna be at, man? What do you think the mindset of you stupid ass Jakes is gonna be at, man? The 2/3 of our people, man. But hey, man, you made your bed, lay in it, man. We just work here. We here, man. That's gonna lead to chaos and that's gonna lead to death, man. Utter death, man. From people starving to death, malnourishment, and just people trying to eat, man. Let's get this. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they should think themselves to be in a good case, right? And you see these haughty ass people, these people that act like they don't need the Lord, because Esau Edom is their God, right? And that's why let's get this. That's why it says, let me get to this book of, this is the book of, this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 9, right? Then shall they be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, right? And they that have cast them away despitefully, man. Acting like they could do bad all by their damn self, man. Acting like the men of the Lord wasn't trying to bid them to the marriage. Wasn't trying to through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua secure them mercy and secure them an exemption from the said perils to come, man. Right? They're gonna be in a pitiful case who have cast away Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's ways despitefully, man. Right? And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Hellish conditions are coming to you, man. You have never experienced the war, the war that is coming to this place, man, due to the scarcity, right? For such as in their life have received benefits. Y'all have never had to go to a store and your worst day is not being able to afford something, man. Your worst day is not having the coupon or the coupon to not be applicable to your purchase, man. How much more when you go to these stores and there's nothing there? Right? You're going to be in a pit, and you don't have that, first and foremost, and you don't have the divine intervention from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, who promised us that his servants will eat. Right? So yeah, possessors in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Acting like you don't need the Lord, man. You're gonna be in a pitiful case, man. You're gonna be in a pitiful case. So yeah. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth. 2 Ezra 16 verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case, right? Oh, we good. Oh, America be here. Oh, that white boy figured out. Oh, you know, woo, woo. All type of anything, man. All types of excuses to find a, what does it say? I'm gonna just paraphrase it. All types of sinful men and women finding an excuse according to their own will, man. Not the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? So yeah, continuing on. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then, right? Because let me get this. And even then, indicating that something's going to change, right? This is the book of Judgment. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, right? That's what y'all say, man. Not only out y'all mouths, but through y'all actions, how y'all live y'all lives, man. Right? When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Why is it sudden? What sudden is like, oh shit, you started me. I wasn't expecting that. Why is that? Because they haven't been reading this book, man. It says, blessed is he that readeth, man. They haven't been measuring the time diligently. They haven't been seeing things through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So it's going to catch them like a thief in the night because they've constantly been forbearing and ignoring the power, man. Ignoring Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So it's going to suddenly, it's going to surprise them, man. What does it say? Suddenly come upon them, right? As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, right? You're going to be delivered to your destruction, right? What does it say? The sinners of Zion are afraid. The fearfulness has surprised the hypocrite, man. Right? Is that what it says? Let's get it. This is the book of Isaiah 33 verse 14. The sinners of Zion are afraid. Fearfulness has surprised the hypocrite, right? It has surprised you. You didn't expect these things. You was lying to yourself, man. Right? Deceiving your own self. Right? You was shutting up the kingdom, man. Despite the fact that if it be done to the Heavenly Father, you cannot overthrow it, unless you find yourself happily to fight against the Heavenly Father. Roughly paraphrasing, right? What they say, who among us shall dwell in the devouring fire? That's going to be the sentiment of the sinners, man. Other people know that they're condemned to judgment, man. Right? Who among us shall dwell in the everlasting burnings? That's what they're going to be saying, man. That's going to be their mindset when they realize that they have no divine intervention, and this is it, man. And this is it. So yeah, 2 Ezra 16 verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then, right? Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, right? Because the heavenly, I'm gonna get that point, right? For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. Why, man? Because you're delivered to your destruction, man. You're delivered to your destruction. What does it say in Isaiah 65? Let's look at Isaiah chapter 65, verse, I want to say 13. Yeah, Isaiah 65, verse 13. Actually, I'm going to get verse 12 first. Isaiah 65, verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter, right? All of you that have despised Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, y'all are numbered to the sword, man. Let the multitude perish in vain, man. So like it, let the multitude perish that was born in vain, man. Because you're either conformed to the image of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, or you're fitted to the vessel of displeasure. You're fitted to the image of the vessel of displeasure, or the vessel of dishonor, man. One or the other, man. You're either condemned by the blood, or you're saved by condemned, guilty of the blood, or saved by the blood of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. It's simple, right? Isaiah 65, verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Continuing on, verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat. Those holy following Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, those with another spirit, right? The strong, right? The faithful will eat, right? Those who ran into the name of the Lord, which is a strong tower, which the righteous runneth into and are safe. Those that sought him early, he only loves those that love him. And he said, those that seek him early shall find him, man. Prior to the evil days drawing nigh, man. Those that didn't make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, man. Right? His servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, right? Rejoice, woo! Right? But ye shall be ashamed, especially in that time, man, because that famine is going to usher in a lot of violence. There's going to be a lot of spirits created for vengeance, man. It's going to be a lot of lawlessness, man. You don't understand that this law, or just the recompense of going to jail and just losing your life here is the only, losing your life here, right, is the only thing keeping these Babylonians from crashing out, man. They don't have no job. They don't have no money. They don't have no purpose. It's lawlessness. They going after whoever they don't fucking like and whoever they fucking see that they don't fucking know. Even the mothers that they do. Bro, they're gonna be, it said a man shall spoil his neighbor, right? So they're gonna go after motherfuckers that they snot-nosed shorties with, man. Sandbox shit, right? How much more a nigga that they don't know, man? How much more a nigga, man? All these Edomites here, bro, they gonna band up and start eating niggas, man. They heard we taste good, man. Come on, bro. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible, man. That's why in that, I'm gonna get this. Lord's will, I got it called like Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. I'm getting better at remembering scriptures by heart. St. Daniel chapter 12, verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, right? Many of them, because we all came out of this confusion, right? Some to everlasting life, the elect, the remnant, right? New Jerusalem, right? Woo! Right? And some to shame and everlasting contempt. Actually, most to shame and everlasting contempt, man. Right? Because you're going to be delivered to your destruction, and you're going to know that you forbear. You're going to know that these men was trying to steal you right. You're going to know that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua was, every time you forbear, you got marked for, you got condemned, man. That's why you need to be out here, man. Because it's not about what it is. We endure all things for the elect's sake, but it's not solely about people coming up to you and coming into this fold. You're also, it said this gospel shall be preached throughout all four corners of the earth, man. And then shall the end come, man, for a witness unto all nations, man. Right? So all these people that forbear, they're being marked for judgment too, man. They're being marked for judgment. That's why you got to be out here, man. Continuing on. That's why he said it's going to be like a wave to a drop that gets saved, man. He said they shall not all be saved. Right? So, yeah. Continuing. I'm not going to get those. All right. So, yeah. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. And the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy. Why? Because of a lack of goods. Why? Because of a scarcity. It's a lot of bro. That is gonna get real primitive, man. I'm gonna eat. We gonna eat by any means, man. And the only people that's safe is gonna be those with that hedge of protection, those that have secured that mercy, those that have been given that thawah, that mark of position for judgment, man. Anybody else, it's over with, man. It's free game, right? It's free game until these missiles come, right? So yes, how the sword destroy. I'm gonna get this though. I'm gonna get this then, right? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, because shall the sword destroy, right? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. You smell some food over there, you ain't got it, you ain't gonna have it, it's up, it's over with. Buddy ass gotta go. That's how bro, you niggas don't really love each other, man. You niggas don't even really like each other, bro. You niggas be jealous of each other. You niggas is backstabbing. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. This is how you know we here, man. This is how you know we here, man. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, man. They're going to be out for self, man. And that's even more so in that time, man. Motherfuckers is loving for their own selves right now, but they're going to be even more lovers of themselves during that, during Jacob's trouble, man. It's going to be me. Motherfuckers going to be eating their own kids, man. It's going to be, like it said, perilous times shall come, man. Men shall be lovers of their own selves. Right now, everybody a street nigga. Everybody a bad bitch. Everybody a get money nigga, man. Right? Covetous. Everybody, bro, motherfuckers been wanting what you had, man. And that's going to be the time. That's going to be the time to get theirs, man. That's going to be the time to get theirs. Because essentially, everybody that's not with this system, and everybody like these higher ups and shit like that, bro, all these motherfuckers is going to be on the same level, man. All these motherfuckers are gonna get, let me get this. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 1. Behold, the Lord Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof, right? And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest. As with the servant, so with his master, right? As with the buyer, so with the seller. As with the lender, so with the borrower. As the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury. So essentially, everybody is about to be on the same level, going through the same tribulations during Jacob's trouble, man. Right? So that motherfucker that you used to be jealous of, you used to be covetous of, right? And for lack of better words, I'm gonna say that. Be covetous of, you're gonna have your perfect opportunity to get him, man. Y'all gonna be on the same level, man. Y'all gonna be on the same exact level. You think motherfuckers ain't gonna take advantage of that, man? You know, bro, you know how many people that live by that code, that get back, don't got no time limit? It's gonna be up, man. It's going to be up. So yeah, 2 Timothy 3, verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, right? Proud, blasphemers, for sure, man. For sure, right? Disobedient to parent, unthankful, unholy, right? Verse 3. Yeah. I meant to get the one that said backbiters, but I'm gonna just get this. Without natural affection. We can go through that, but that's not really the point. Truce breakers, right? Truce breakers. Not only a truce breaker, oh, you was my dog. Oh, I would have never, woo, you know? But during that time of tribulation, it's eat or be eaten, man. That's what it's gonna be like, dog. Right? False accusers, incontinence, fierce despisers of those that are good. It's gonna even be an insurrection against those that fear the Lord, right? Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High, right? So these types of spirits are only gonna be amplified during the time of trouble, man. During the calamities coming towards Babylon the Great, man, right? So yeah, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, right? But shall destroy their houses with the sword, whatever weapon they can, whatever they can find, whatever's working, right? Whatever's gonna work for them, right? And shall spoil their goods. Because of the lack of bread, because of the scarcity, right? And for great tribulation, right? Knowing that it's all types of chaos, and this isn't gonna even be spoken of after it's over with, man. There's no recompense for my actions during this time. So it's gonna be up, man. It's gonna be like that during that time, man. Right? So I'm gonna go back to 2nd Esdras. I'm gonna go back to chapter 16 now. 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, right? And there shall be no man to comfort them, right? Because everybody gonna be hopping over bodies. They will not be lamented. I want to say it says gathered, but I know it says lamented. So roughly paraphrasing, it says they will not be lamented, right? For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down, man. So what is this like of the bread? What is all this chaos that's orchestrated on the left-hand side by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai via Esau Edom, via the elites, right? So all this chaos ensuing through Babylon the Great, man, right? What is that gonna lead to, man? Martial law, man. That's why, we are here, man. They're already preparing. Special unit forces in the U.S. militaries and National Guard is already preparing for guerrilla warfare. Special units, National Guard, and special units, special forces units, National Guard, and the U.S. military in certain states are already preparing for civil war. So how much more, bro? Not how much more, but what do you think this is gonna lead to, man? This is the time, man. This is the time, shorty. Continuing on, right? 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. Why? Because of the calamities. There's no money out here. It's lawlessness. Imagine an apocalyptic movie, man. Or you can imagine a post-apocalyptic movie. But imagine like The Purge, right? But it's really like that with no food, man, and it's no end to it besides these missiles coming down, man. Right? Which I just through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai showed you how those are coming, right? So yeah, 2nd Esdras 15, verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, right? And swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, right? But first and foremost, one people shall fight against another with swords in their hand. It's going to be Egyptian against Egyptians. It's going to be all types of they already got volunteer units, volunteer units in Missouri, right? I forgot what, I'm going to leave that alone. But yeah, they already got, all these people is going to be banded against another, man. Like I just said, they're already preparing for guerrilla and civil war, man. Right? And it's and sword in their hand. Yes, them pistols still gonna be working, man. It's gonna be, it could be no like EMP type shit, right? And the pistol's gonna be working. Hey, and that's spiritual because, let me get this, right? Because I'm talking about the EMP. This is a way it could come to pass. Because you know that the executive, not executive, but the higher up, the higher up of the U.S. in cybersecurity resigned because he said our security measures were like kindergarten compared to China, bro, and there was no catching up. So that's one avenue, right? And their very ally has already said that they would consider a cybersecurity hack or a cybersecurity attack if the U.S. Let me just pull it up. This is another way that the lights could go off, man. Salakia. They don't want, now the internet want to be bad, but it's all good. Yeah, Russia would consider conducting a cyber attack on the U.S. homeland if Moscow perceived that a U.S. or NATO response to a potential Russian invasion of Ukraine threatened Russia's long-term national security. These are ways that these lights is gonna go out, man. Bro, we are here. We are here, right? So yeah, man. For there shall be sedition among men, right? And invading one another. All types of things taking place due to the lawlessness, the anarchy, and the scarcity, right? They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Biden is already the worst president in American history, right? Let these white people tell it, right? He already has one of the lowest presidential approval ratings. When all this shit goes to shit, they're not gonna think, nah, like, what did the president say? He's always been a good president. He's always had the answer. No, they're not gonna say that, man. It's up. It's up, shorty. Continuing on, right? They shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, right? So all this lawlessness taking place, killing, famine, scarcity, anarchy, right? I told you we'll usher in martial law according to the Holy Scriptures. 2 Ezra 15 verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. Why? Because it's gonna ensue martial law. FEMA is already ready, man. EU troops, man. All types of things they can unleash on you stupid niggas, man. They already got robot dogs, man. That's already equipped with weapons. Come on, dog. Bro, we are here, man. We are here. They already got these checkpoints. They already got these FEMA, and America's already divided into 10 parts, man. 10 FEMA regions. We here, man. We are here, bro. Right? So we at the war. We showed you the foundation being left for war. We showed you how this famine is inevitable, right? Even the war is inevitable. It's all of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? So, but on the left-hand side, this isn't all occurring for no reason, man, because it's being conducted by Esau Edom, orchestrated by Esau Edom, who is known to say that they cannot let a good, what did it say? What did it say? Salakia. Yeah, because they quoted Winston Churchill, who said to never let a good crisis go to waste. And the whole time they orchestrated this. You think they orchestrated it with no goal in mind? They orchestrated this crisis, right, for a specific reason. And what is this gonna bring in? I got you, bro. So they've orchestrated all this. They got martial law put in place. They got you niggas completely dependent on them and completely smoked out, man. They smoked y'all out in hopes of what? Ushering in this digital all system, man. They already got Elon Musk conducting non-invasive brain implants, and they already have this subdermal implant ready for you, man. He's already hiring clinical trial directors, man. We are here, man. So it's gonna lead to, especially with this dollar crash and this stock market crash. Oh yeah, and the Feds is already talking about a central digital currency, man. So what is this gonna usher in, man? The new one, the so-called one world. New World Order, man, which is only gonna come so far because it's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai doing these things, man, on the left-hand side. So this is gonna usher in that charagma, man. They're not gonna let this good crisis go to waste that they orchestrate on the left-hand side. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's exactly what we own. Subdermal implant in the right hand. Non-invasive brain implant. Forehead. Come on, man. Right? And that no man might buy or sell. Exactly, because this whole currency is going to shit. You already got Russia and China taking it out of the reserves, but they're not even dealing with the dollar, bro. Right? Continuing on. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man. So we here, man. We here. So the point I was getting at, right? So the point I was getting at is that these plays are being sent by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai on the left-hand side, being carried out by Esau Edom, right? To judge the earth, right? To judge the earth and to, and what did it say? To judge the earth and to avenge the elect and to save the elect. Let's get it. Salakia. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealing, right? The prey departeth not, right? What did he say? That's how you know that the Lord has never forgotten about us, man, because he has the worst people in the history of the face of the earth at the end ruling. And he promised us that Esau was the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of the world that followed. This is beautiful, man. This is beautiful, man. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. That's why it said in Matthew 13, verse 16, man. Read Matthew 13, verse 16, man. Read Sirach 25, verse 7, man. Because we've been given the privilege and the honor to chant this place down and see the fall and be a part of the ascension of the tabernacle of David, man. Being a part of establishing this world in righteousness under Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Under Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Right? So yeah, Sirach 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealing, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is transferred from one person to one people to another, right? So who is, one second. Yeah. So due to that, this is gonna fully justify Yahweh Bashem Yahushai sending Yahushai, man, because it's gonna be a time like never before, man. And if he didn't shorten the days and send Yahushai, no flesh would be saved, man. The remnant would not be saved, right? So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse. Sirach 10, verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, right? And in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And due to these signs that he's given us, we're able to decipher, right, and measure the time diligently, and know that these times are now, man, and that these times are fastly approaching, man, right? So again, all these calamities are being sent. All these calamities are being sent by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Because he would not suffer us to stay in Egypt any longer, man. Right? So this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, right? Which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves, right? At the fullness of his sufficiency, right? The Lord has set over him bounds that he cannot pass, man. Right? He's not gonna suffer him to exercise he's not gonna suffer him to wickedly exercise himself, man. Right? To the fullness of his sufficiency, right? Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth out unto me, man. These wise men and women sighing and crying for all the abominations done in the midst thereof, man. Right? Him getting his number, him sealing his number of the elect, right? And the souls of the just complain continually, which we are not to do. We're not supposed to give him any rest till you make Jerusalem a praise in the earth, right? And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt, right? But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof, right? Egypt shall mourn and the foundation shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it, man. So these are the plagues. So these plagues are the plagues of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. In order to get us, man. So you're supposed to get right, man. So you're worthy to obtain that salvation, man. So you're worthy to obtain that mercy, man. So you qualify, man. You give your diligence to make your calling and election sure, man. Right? Right? So these is happy times, man. We're supposed to be looking up, man. Why? Let me get to this. Is the book of Luke chapter 21, verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh, man. Right? Right? So we're supposed to measure the time diligently in itself, man. Right? And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which we have been told, man, right? Then shall we, this is the book of 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, man. Right? So back to my first initial point, man. Isaiah 56, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, keep ye judgment, right? And do justice, right? Keep your garments spotless, right? For my salvation is near to come, right? And my righteousness to be revealed. And again, how do we know this? Because we're measuring the time diligently in itself, and these prophecies are jumping off the pages, man. Right? Verse 2. Blessed is the man that doeth this, right? And the Son of Man that layeth hold on it, right? That keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and keepeth his hand from doing any evil. Why? Because we will be worthy to enter into the promised land. We wholly follow Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. And he's not unrighteous to forget our works and labor of love, man. So we humbled ourselves under the mighty hand of the Heavenly Father, so in due time he can exalt us, man. Right? So we stay ready, man. We stay ready. We continue to work, man. Right? We continue to work, man. This is beautiful, man. So I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna end up. I'm gonna end off here. This is the book of 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 35. Be ready to the reward of the kingdom. How do you be ready, man? Well, how do you be ready? Timothy, either 1st or 2nd Timothy chapter 4, start at verse 13. That's how you be ready, man. Right? Be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Hey, so man, with that being said, man, I pray this lesson is edifying, exhorting, and comforting to the elect of the nation of Israel, man. And without further ado, as always, before I end off, man, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto my power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Hey, y'all, you got to love it, man. You got to love it, man. Hey, so y'all, we close, man. We close, y'all. So Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Brakatham and Shalom.